You're wondering who I am. Machine or mannequin. With parts made in Japan, I am the modern man. Greetings and salutations, and welcome once again to Let's Play Global Defense Force. No, wait. That was the other one. Let's choose our weapons and do the things that we do. Last time there was mention of robots that killed all the EDF people in Beijing, of all places. It's not a good place to be if you don't want to get killed by robots, it turns out. Let's read the text.
Select a difficulty. You can obtain more powerful weapons at higher difficulty levels. Going into combat. Take a look at this. These are the enemy's robot fighters. With their massive firepower and heavy armor, they're a far bigger threat than the bugs. They need to be destroyed as quickly as possible.
Troops, get ready for battle. Ranger 1, copy that. Ranger 2, roger. Ranger 3, we copy. Ranger 4, roger. Ranger 5, roger that. Ranger 6, copy that. All troops, open fire. Fire! Fire! Take them all down. Attack!
Those certainly are some robots, and this certainly is a tank. Let's get in our tank and go deal with the robots. That's right, our tank. This game does in fact have drivable vehicles. The previous game in the series, Global Defense Force / Earth Defense Force 2, had 3 such vehicles, and all of them return in this game, along with one additional super secret one we might see next time, but not now. This tank unfortunately cannot drive underwater, which is another reason why Global Defense Force is the better game. Also, we're being murdered by giant assault rifle fire from these terrifying robot men. Let's try and hide behind this non-destructible rock and shoot them with our guns.
Wow, that's the storm team?
Yeah, he's not doing very well, is he? That's a problem. Our guns this time are the Goliath D1. A single fire. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh dear. Turns out that was a destructible rock, who knew? Anyway, the Goliath D1 fires once and then puts the reload thing right in the middle of the screen so you can't even tell if you've hit. Lovely. It's got quite a wide area and does a decent amount of damage, but it's not my favourite rocket launcher by any stretch of the imagination. Buffalo G3, we've not actually used this before. We've used the burst fire version that fires 2 shots at once before, though. There's advantages to that, and there's advantages to the standard vanilla version. Eat all these delicious pickups. I was really hoping for some health. Goddamn. Who even needs health? We'll just never take damage, and then we'll win. We'll win the game. Let's bravely try and run away up this hill. It's too steep. Let's bravely try and run away the other way. It's not looking good. And we're dead. Let's try again. This time we won't drive our tank into the ocean. That is stage 1 of our plan not to be a dead man. I really do not like the design of the tank in this game. I much prefer the city blue sci-fi version from Global Defense Force. I'm going to try not to talk about how much Global Defense Force was worse in this video, and instead talk about how this game has improved upon Global Defense Force with these walking robots. They're a much more fun design than the tripod walkers from that game, which serve basically the same function even though they look completely different. In fact, I believe there's even a level where they emerge from the ocean when they're first introduced, just like this.
Wow, that's the storm team?
Yes, it is, and he's doing just well. It's sort of difficult to aim this thing. We can aim the turret independent of the direction you're facing the vehicle, but that way madness lies. You can swivel on the spot, so there's not really much reason to try and fire in one direction and move in the other, which can quickly become confusing. One advantage this sort of rubbish brown tank has over the amazing blue sci-fi tank from Global Defense Force is that it handles like a dune buggy and will drive over whatever the hell it wants to. You may have seen me descending the hill earlier in a wonderful fashion. Our tank is almost done, but thankfully so are those robots. Just like the gunships, those explosions that happen when they despawn are false mirage explosions that do not harm. It's fine to be very close to them when they die, which is what we should be doing when we have a shotgun out. But at the moment we're in a tank. All our guys are standing behind us, the safest place to be. The main problem with the explosions is it becomes very difficult to see where the tanks died. To see where the remaining robots are, on account of the giant explosion hiding them. Yeah, the Buffalo is very much our best weapon against these robots. The strength in the Goliath lies in its wide range. It's good for taking out many enemies at once. Not so good at taking out single targets, but it'll do. Let's eat all of the things. And we missed them. Ball sacks. Ball sacks, ball sacks, ball sacks. Next mission.
Select a mission.
Let's equip the stuff and do the thing. In fact, let's not even equip the stuff. Let's just read the thing. 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 Read it. Good job reading. Let's go.
Initiating operations. This is a message to all troops. From now on, we will refer to the Ravagers' robot fighters as Hectors. A large group of Hectors is heading towards the city. Troops, intercept them at once.
They're the Silver Giant! We'll join you. It's time to welcome our silver friends.
What a terrifying enemy. Yes, with its bendy limbs, the Hector walking arms, everybody. They're not too bad on their own, especially if you can stun knock them, so that their wacky arms cause their giant machine guns not to point at you. They're also a modular enemy. You may have noticed that some of them come equipped with giant assault rifles, and some of them come equipped with purple cones which they use to fire an explosion ball at you. More than one usually. More than one. Anyway, Hectors are delightful. There's a lot of very silly physics going on as they wildly wave their arms around, trying to point their guns at things that are too close to the ground. It's possible to be in a position where they cannot point their gun at you because it's so long and you're so close. It won't last long though, because it'll just walk a bit and then it will shoot you right in the bloody face. As I said before, they're modular enemies. We haven't actually seen everything that they can carry so far in this game. We'll be seeing that later. It was a fun level though. We got a load of guys with us. We're gonna try and stay in the middle and hold our ground against the robot menace. We'll see how well that works out. I said a minute ago that these guys are, in fact, updated versions of the Walker enemies from the PlayStation 2 Earth Defense Forces, and while that is true, they definitely are the most different of the updated enemy designs. The updated designs in this game very much feel like a continuing evolution from the designs of the enemies from the second invasion in Global Defense Force, the second PlayStation 2 game. Basically all the new enemies that showed up after you defeat the mothership the first time. The Hectors have more than a little bit of the second Walker type, the really tall ones with the 4 silly bendy legs. Of course, those silly 4-legged walkers would eventually be reimagined into the Deroy enemy type from Earth Defense Force 2025. That is for another time though. Ironically, the enemy type that most resembles the new designs from these games is the Mirror Saucer from Global Defense Force, which has yet to reappear in both of the sequels. Essentially a sort of hexagonal disc with a big glowing red thing in the centre, and its entire surface is sort of shiny chrome. It really would not look out of place in this game if it was, you know, slightly up polygoned and textured than that. It was a silly enemy with no actual means of attacking you, but still, it was an interesting thing. And I sort of wish they'd bring something like that back. One thing I've failed to mention so far about the Hectors is that they will hide their heads. So he's got his head out, and at some point he might put it away. I'm not actually sure what function this serves. Maybe, oh, our guys are dead, oh dear. Maybe they are weak in the head? I don't know if they take more damage if you shoot them in the head. It's not something I've really... Something I've tried to do, but not something I'm actually sure has any effect at all. We have no health left. Time for a showdown. With the final Hector, some explosions coming at us from the explosion cloud. See if we can't hit it in its big stupid face. We did.
This just in. A nest of the giant bugs has been discovered in eastern Japan. The bugs have dug up an underground nest and are reproducing there. The EDF is reportedly planning a massive assault to destroy the nest.
Good for the EDF, I suppose. Guess where we're going? That's right, under the ground. Next time. Bye.